ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाखया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। नमो ओम विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन् इति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। So here some very important spiritual principles we can learn. Tad dehaha parataha posho. Her body, tad dehaha parataha posho. It was being taken care by others. Who are these others? These are the maid servants who were created by Kardama Muni to take care of his wife Devahuti. Posho means Poshana, maintained. And then it is said, Api akarshas cha adhi asambhavat. She did not become thin. Her body did not deteriorate. She was still quite healthy and fit. So she was quite healthy and fit. What was the reason? The reason is given is Adhi asambhavat. There was no anxiety in her. Her mind was completely peaceful, calm. Why? Because of her absorption in the thoughts of Supreme Lord. It's like we find in Bhagavad Gita, person who has become self-realized, his mind becomes like ocean. Even though so many rivers are entering into the ocean does not become, it does not overflow. It remains peaceful. Similarly, a self-realized person, he is completely peaceful, even though so many material desires may arise in his mind, because this mind, this body, it is all a machine, it's a yantra. And of course, over a period of time, when a person has become fully purified from all material contaminations, then even all these material thoughts, material desires will not come. But even if they come, devotee is not disturbed by them. The example is given in Bhagavad Gita. His mind is just like the ocean, and material desires are like the river entering into the ocean. And just like the ocean is not disturbed even after so many rivers have entered, similarly, he is not disturbed by the varieties of desire his mind produces for sense enjoyment. So this is what we find Mother Devahuti, that she was completely free from anxiety. This is another important reason for her that her body did not deteriorate. Our state of mind is reflected on our face, in our body. Sometimes we are able to see someone, person becomes very weak in his body, and we are able to make out either he is suffering from some terrible disease or he is undergoing a lot of anxieties and stress. According to Ayurveda, if a person is too anxious, if his mind is not peaceful, it is filled with anxiety, his health, bodily health will also deteriorate. Just like if you see, say for example, when somebody has passed away in somebody's family and a person is depressed, he is with lot of sorrow, then we find generally person is advised actually to reduce his eating. Otherwise, if he eats even at that time too much, his body will not be able to digest. Because all the different kinds of enzymes, they're all related with our feelings, mind. That is why at least devotees should be very careful when they are honoring prasadam. Every food which we taste, it is important to relish the different tastes. Some tastes are bitter, some tastes are sweet, some are sour. And if you are busy in some watching phone, it is not a proper way of honoring prasadam. We should learn how to honor prasadam from Srila Prabhupada. You can go through the video where Prabhupada is so peacefully honoring and relishing prasadam. Not that in one hand a mobile phone is there and eating prasadam. Sometimes we may have some urgency of services, that is a different matter altogether. But it cannot become a regular affair. Devotee is thinking that my eating prasadam is a waste of time, better I will do something. You see, we play lectures of Chaitanya Charitamrita or chanting of the holy name of the Lord. That is a different subject matter. Because we have seen the moment we don't have that, devotees gossip with each other. So at least instead of gossiping, we can hear Krishna Katha. That is far better. Otherwise, actually, the best way to honor prasadam is to relish and have that consciousness in our, in our understanding, in our feeling that actually I am honoring mercy of the Supreme Lord. Isn't it? So, according to Ayurveda, if mind is free from anxieties, body will be healthy. If mind is filled with anxieties and stress, and we are unhappy, we are distressed, actually we will be, the body will not be very fit, it will be unhealthy. Important in spiritual life to understand that this body belongs to the Lord. At least in spiritual life we have understood. In material life people have not understood that. They are thinking body belongs to them and it should be used for sense gratification. Devotee has understood this body, actually it belongs to the Lord. Does it belong to me? Where was it before my birth? Was this body there? I came, occupied this body, and I started claiming this is my body. So actually it is not our body. So if this body belongs to Krishna, it should be used for Krishna. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu demonstrated this through Sanatana Goswami. Sanatana Goswami, after having surrendered to the lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he was suffering from different kinds of, some bodily itching, there were some sores on his body and water was oozing out, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would sometime embrace him and he would try to run away, thinking that first of all I am very fallen, secondly my body is having so much disease, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I am giving trouble to him. So he was thinking better to give up this body. So the first important thing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said to him is whether this body belongs to you. You have already dedicated this body in service of Krishna, so you have no right. Isn't it? So devotees' understanding should be like this. It is not that I have to keep my body healthy for any other reason. The reason is this body belongs to Krishna. It's very simple. It's just like, suppose you are using temple vehicle. Sometimes we find opposite is actually true. Some vehicle we think it belongs to me, we'll take care so nicely. Right? My personal vehicle, oh, I take care nicely. Every time it has to be nicely serviced, everything should be done. And if we find it is temple vehicle, let me use as roughly as possible, no problem, anyway nothing is going mine, it is temples. Actually, this is not a consciousness of a devotee. This is consciousness of a karmi. Karmi will think, my personal vehicle I will maintain nicely, and this is company's vehicle or this is government's vehicle, does not matter. Use it whatever way you like. Correct? See, it's so important. This tendency that even sand can become gold with proprietorship. Even sand. If you're thinking I'm the proprietor, even that is like gold. So, we have to dovetail this understanding that actually nothing belongs to me. It may be my personal vehicle, it may be my temple vehicle. Both I am using for Krishna's service. I should maintain. Sometimes we find this. Our personal vehicle meets with somebody scratches it. We become so disturbed. Temple vehicle, no problem. Anyway, money will be there and we will send money, we'll spend money and get it done. This is not proper consciousness of a devotee. Sometimes we have this. We should be very careful about all these things. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught this to Sanatana Goswami. That this is not your body. Once you have surrendered to me, I will utilize this body for my mission. I have a lot of things to be done with this body. And we can see what all Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accomplished through Sanatana Goswami. So many important books about Vaishnava behavior, he got it done through Sanatana Goswami. So many important excavations in Vrindavan was all from Sanatana Goswami. Because Sanatana Goswami was able to understand that yes, this body belongs to the Lord. It must be maintained, it must be taken care of so that I can use it in the service of the Lord. With this view, a devotee maintains healthy body. Why we have to keep it diseased? Is it my body? Isn't it? So, this is the distinction between the two understandings. Now, in our state of conditioned life, we may not have so much faith in the Lord. So we do lot of extra endeavor to maintain this body. So Vedic literatures like Bhagavad Gita advises, no, do not over endeavor to maintain this body, because we will become attached to this body, we will get carried away. We are at this present moment, we have to balance these two things. This body belongs to Krishna, and at the same time, because we are not in that position to fully understand this body actually belongs to Krishna, so in that manner I have to maintain it. We are still thinking I am this body, and the more we put endeavor to maintain this body, the more this concept that I am this material body will grow. In that sense it is said regulate. Do not endeavor extra to maintain this body. How much it is required to keep it healthy to serve Krishna. It is just like, say for example, devotee may have car. One devotee may have, let us say, some good car, and then the other devotee should not be complaining, he has a better car, that has more comforts. Isn't it? If I can do my purpose of serving Krishna's work with whatever vehicle is available, rather than being choosy that I want this for my comfort, isn't it? If basic things are available, basic things, we should be happy. Do not ask for more than basic. It is not wise in spiritual life. Will get deviated. Very important thing. Suppose, let us say for example, instead of Maruti 800 or Alto, you are provided with BMW. You see how your consciousness will change? When you will be entering temple also, you will be like this among the devotees. Because these things will affect our consciousness. We do not understand all these things. So, in our conditioned life, basic to maintain good health, all those things. And when you become spiritually more advanced, Krishna will give you more. He will give you BMW also. Difference will be one day if BMW is there, another day Alto is there. No difference for you. No difference. Not that I have been doing in BMW, today I have to go in auto, I cannot do. Isn't it? So, lot of difference in our consciousness and understanding is there. So, here we find example of Devahuti is given. She is surrounded with luxury, no affect. Let us try with ourselves, surround yourself with luxury and see whether we will remain unaffected. Is it possible? It will not be possible. So, for us advice is minimum. What is required? Do that. Why you require luxury? That is not required. So, regulated life is more important for a sadhaka. For a person who has become siddha, for him there is no difference. When Prabhupada was interviewed and he was asked, Swamiji, renunciation means you are a sannyasi, you should be traveling in something simple car. Prabhupada said, why I should deny? If somebody is offering me Mercedes Benz, why I should deny? Isn't it? If somebody is offering, because for a Siddha Purush, for a person who has perfected his life, there is no difference. If somebody out of love wants to give him something more luxurious, it does not matter for him. So these things have to be taken care of. So, in our sadhaka life, we should definitely endeavor to keep the body fit, but not over endeavor to maintain the body. That we spend, let us say for example, if you can spend, actually, if you regulate eating, sleeping, everything, you don't require to spend time separately to maintain the body. But what is happening is, we are ruthless in our sleeping, in our eating habits. So then it is required. Okay, you spend some time to take care of the body so that it can remain healthy, do some exercise, all those things. Otherwise, not required. If you can maintain good health with regulated way of life, very good. Isn't it? Then what happens? If your body remains healthy, your mind also will be healthy, and opposite is also true. If your mind is disturbed, your body will deteriorate. And if your body is diseased, instead of focusing on Krishna, your mind will be more and more focused on the body. This problem is there, this trouble is coming, my stomach is bloating, this problem is happening, isn't it? So better to maintain, so that peacefully we can practice Krishna conscious life. Principle is accept what is favorable, reject what is not favorable. So if something is favorable to keep my body and soul together nicely, it is good. In advanced life, in sadhaka life, we'll have to do regulation. In advanced life, devotee has become dependent on Krishna, does not bother about maintaining the body. Krishna maintains the body. And that is what gradually we have to come to that point, learn that. Krishna will maintain. We don't endeavor practically for maintaining this body. We are seeing here. Mother Devahuti is being maintained by celestial damsels as created by Kardamamuni. And being fully in Krishna conscious, she is completely free from all kinds of anxieties. And that's why her body is not deteriorating. And even though she is surrounded with luxury, she is still like a fire covered with smoke. But fire is fire, it is still beautiful. You see? So, when we become little advanced in spiritual life, we understand Krishna will maintain. I'll just focus on primary. I'll just focus on being Krishna conscious, and all these things will come. isn't it? I'll read one very interesting lecture Prabhupada gave where Prabhupada highlights about this. Krishna's stock is never exhausted. We must simply become obedient to him and the supply will be there. This faith Krishna's devotee should have. I don't have to endeavor separately for my maintenance. His stock is never exhausted. He does not have, there is no lack for him. Isn't it? Why I should be in anxiety about my maintenance? So devotee has no anxiety for maintenance. What will happen to me in the future? No anxiety. He will take care. Isn't it? Krishna will take care. If child is dependent on the father, father will definitely take care. If the child has become independent, then the father may not bother. Go, whatever you want to do, you do. But if the child is completely dependent on the father, it is responsibility of the father to take care. So devotee has that faith. Avashya Rakshive Krishna. He is my only maintainer, not the devatas. They are not maintaining me. My hard endeavor is not maintaining me. My bank balance does not maintain me. Krishna will maintain. This is called surrender. This is one of the important principles in surrender, which devotees have to gradually understand. So Prabhupada is saying that, therefore, Krishna conscious person has no economic problem. Everything is sufficiently supplied by Krishna. Sufficiently. No one outside will be having good feast like all of us have. Anybody has? Let me see. Even the most wealthiest person. Practically every day our devotees will add paneer. Of course, we should not eat too luxuriously. But I am just saying, isn't it? So Prabhupada is giving one example. In Los Angeles, the neighbors of our temple are sometimes very envious. You do not work. They say to our Krishna conscious devotee, you have no anxiety, but you have 4 cars. You are eating so nicely. How is that? Actually, they are right. Somehow or other, we are getting everything we need and we have no problem. Isn't it? We have no problem. For if one simply becomes a sincere servant of Krishna, everything is provided. They are envious of us because we do not work, but still we have so much. But why don't they come and join us? That they will not do. Come with us. We say, chant Hare Krishna. No. That I cannot do. All right. Then work with your trucks. By zooming around in their cars and trucks, they have made their own lives dangerous. And they have created danger for others. At any moment, accident. But they say this is civilization. Nonsense. This is not civilization. Civilization means calmness, prosperity, shanti, peace. In peace and prosperity, one should be Krishna conscious always. You see? So no work does not means no work like karmi. That should be understood. No work does not mean Prabhupada is saying we do not work means okay from today. No service. Always being engaged in service of Krishna. You see, so this is important. So important thing. Actually, Krishna conscious life, very important symptom of being advanced in Krishna consciousness is freedom from anxiety. Devotee is free from all anxieties because he understands. Krishna does everything. I am just an instrument in the hand of the Lord. The results, the endeavor, yes, we have to put. But the results are in the hand of the Lord. That's a very simple, basic teachings in Krishna consciousness. Karmanye vadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. No right over the fruit. Then Prabhupada gives the example. You are working in somebody else's garden. Where you have anxiety? Why you should have anxiety? It's not your garden. It is proprietor's garden. You do your endeavor, you work, you are getting your salary. And not that after you have nicely watered, then you think that all these fruits belong to me. No. So this body, we are only occupier. We are not proprietor. So this body should be used for the sake of proprietor. And we will get our salary, our maintenance, whatever is required, Krishna is giving. Should be happy with that. Isn't it? So this is important thing. So in spiritual life, very important symptom is devotee is free from anxiety. Prahlad Maharaj says this when he was asked by his father, what is the best education you have learned? What is the best education? He said, yes, freedom from anxiety. He says that. So what does he say? He says, Tat sadhu manye asurvarya dehinam. He says the best form of education is to understand that the whole material world, all living entities, sada samudvigna dhyam asat grahat, because they have accepted asat as sat, everyone is filled with anxiety. So what should be done? Hitvatma patam grahanda vanam gato yad harimashreta. He says one should simply give up this rotten materialistic way of life and go to Vrindavan, surrender completely to the Supreme Lord. He will become completely free from all anxieties. See, this is the best education, he also says. So, in Bhagavad Gita we find one of the symptoms of a person who is advanced in spiritual consciousness. Brahma bhuta prasanna atma na sochati na kankshati. So two very important symptoms of anxiety is sochati and kankshati. Always craving. I don't have this, I want this, I want this. So devotee has no craving. He has no craving. And he has no lamentation. When something is lost in the material world, people lament. He has no lamentation, he has no anxiety for craving. And he knows Krishna will give me protection. And if Krishna wants to send me to hell, no problem. Tatte anukampasu samikshamanaha. Even that is anugraha of Krishna. Na kutaschana bibhyati, narakeshu swargeshu, whether it is naraka, whether it is liberated from this material world, or he is in swarga, na bibhyati. Krishna conscious devotee is not afraid because his mind is completely absorbed in Krishna. Prahlad Maharaj said, my dear Lord, I have no anxiety for myself. Why? Because I am always absorbed in your thoughts. You see, always absorbed in your thoughts. So if we are absorbed in thoughts of the Lord, no question of anxiety. That is the symptom. Devotee will be completely free from anxiety. So one more, another important thing I will read, Prabhupada says. After that we'll stop. If you can develop such love for God, you will feel suprasidati, completely satisfaction, no more anxiety, no more dissatisfaction. You will feel whole world is full of pleasure. Vishwam purna sukhayate. See? So the best religion is that which teaches us how to become a lover of God. Best welfare is to distribute this knowledge. Brahma bhuta prasannatma. Prasannatma means jubilant. You will find all our boys and girls, they are always jubilant. Unless they are jubilant, they cannot dance in this way. It is not dancing dogs. They are not dancing dogs. They are feeling jubilant and therefore they are dancing. This is the position, Brahma bhuta prasannatma. Unless one is very satisfied, he cannot be jubilant. It's very important. If you are dissatisfied, I don't have this, I don't have this. Dissatisfaction you cannot be happy. So first we have to learn to be satisfied in any condition of life. Then we can be happy always. You see? So Prabhupada is saying, unless one is very satisfied, he cannot be jubilant. He will be morose. If he is morose, he cannot dance. He cannot chant. That's a fact. So this is sign of Brahma Bhuta without any material designation. Brahma Bhuta. Everything is there in Bhagavad Gita. If you read carefully, you will understand everything. Brahma Bhuta, Prasannatma, na sochati, na kankshati. How one is jubilant? When one is freed from all anxiety. What are these anxieties? Anxieties means I lose something, then I will lament. And if I have not got something, then I hanker after it. These are the two symptoms of anxiety. I don't have something, you hanker. You lost something, you lament. So far we are concerned, we have no business, we have no profession. We do not know what we shall eat tomorrow. Actually, it's a fact. Imagine, outside people, they work so hard. They make so many savings, so many schemes for purchasing car, for loan, for house, bank balance, investment. Where all devotees are endeavoring for all these things? Where are they? We do not even know what we are going to eat tomorrow. Isn't it? We have no idea. But Prabhupada is saying, so far we are concerned, we have no business, we have no profession, we do not know what we shall eat tomorrow or in the evening. We are in such a position, but we have no anxiety. You can see practically, we have no anxiety that what I shall eat in the evening, what I shall eat tomorrow. There is no bank balance, there is no money. No, there is no anxiety. We know certain that as soon as we go chant Hare Krishna, Krishna will send us everything. Actually, that is the position. Our bank balance also we all know. Every day whatever comes, every day we spend it away. Practically there is no balance for tomorrow. We have no idea. But how Krishna maintains, we know if we chant, the Lord will supply whatever is required. There is no anxiety. We know certain that as soon as we go and chant Hare Krishna, Krishna will send us everything. That is actually a fact. If you study our activity, you will practically see it is so. Na sochati, na kankshati. We have no hankering, no lamentation. Suppose we got $1,000, somebody takes away. It happens so. Somebody comes and mixes with us and takes away some money. So we are not very much sorry for that. We think Krishna gave us and Krishna has taken away. It does not matter. Na sochati, na kankshati. Prabhupada ki